Good game, bro.
What will the final two bring us as we're off in week 9? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Yeah, you did it in your end zone.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big
That
way.
ain't the 5.1 average he had going into the game.
You can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. He will find his man Chase complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until...
Nigga, stop trying to quiet my crowd.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line, given 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up and shut.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
Oh, I should have had that. Oh, my God, I should have had that.
Great effort there. His 6th touchdown.
Oh, my God.
And the Bengals are on the board first here.
I should have had that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown.
Now, why are you so being so male sexual right now?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, damn.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Yeah, I got 160 regular hours and 40 deferred.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on
Yeah, I'll go.
first and second down. That's something they have to be wary
Where and when?
as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Vincent. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. But this is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that one play, won or lost a game.
Brother Vincent, a beast, bro.
Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought.
Oh, my God. That shit hit that nigga in the face. Oh, my goodness. That shit hit him in the face.
Drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because
he better catch it that time?
He's going to be out up around the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. The Lions are 4-3, a game over 500. They come in losers of 2 straight.
No, he did good last game.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets. And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
I'm busy. I can't hear you.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
What up, man?
Safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance.
No, why? What's up?
7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
Why you ask? What's going on?
Because now everyone wants to get
not this week.
Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week?
Damn, you made me throw an interception. I was doing good to you. Called me. What's up? I don't know. I'll call you and let you know. Next weekend. Next weekend. All right, bye.
You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, something, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
What are you talking about? No, he ain't. No, he out. I got the nigga out, man. Shit.
It's not a huge gain, but
I don't like the white man having my son locked up.
Defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he's still got
1,400.
He's a tough guy to stop.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know he was looking for
oh my God!
Hill puts it off. And the Bengals take possession of the football.
Oh my God!
Long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves.
I shouldn't have threw it to him. The route was done. That was on me.
Mental resiliency,
you keep on trying to run with that nigga. I'm gonna hurt him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You want to run with him.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here we go. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here we go. Mixon on the toss right. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with
Yeah, you good. It's okay.
one that you're going to look back on.
JD, where you going with that plate? Kitchen over there.
We should have done better there.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
Oh, my God.
The end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
Good blocking. Good blocking.
It's time to attack and take some of that momentum back.
That was a hell of a blocking right there.
Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
19 Tiger. Throwing on 1st down. Vincent. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. On 4th down, Vincent. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
What's up? Yeah.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision...
That was bullshit.
So not a good one. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great.
Good job, Joe.
But you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Here's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out. When
Man, hold on to that ball, nigga.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Benson, man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a good teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand for this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of looking behind it. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
tie ball game. Still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards to loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he finds Howard complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get it.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Good stuff, throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Vincent. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Throwing after the interception, Vincent. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw on second down, Vincent. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes left side. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Burrow will throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Lions 10. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery,
And now here is another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. Well, CD, remember, he had a touchdown earlier, but that was in a much more conventional manner. This time picking up the fumble and taking it in for 6.
Yeah, he bailed his team out with a scoop and score right there. Multiple touchdowns in this game for him, and he's not complaining how he got it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here? Maybe.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Howard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this one, Charles, it's only the third quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a one-score lead you don't even count, but a two-score lead you know it can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now, they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again, Vincent. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. On the move past the 40, down the right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets into 2nd and 4. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there. First down.
First down, Cincinnati.
11 mighty.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers.
All right, ready?
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop.
Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
48. Lions 22.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he comes back with one complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Swift. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Swift again, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions get a bit closer. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. Burrow now off the bootleg. Sees Howard near the sideline, and he's got it. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On the jet sweep, here's Chase.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play.
At the Lions' 18-yard line.
Second down and goal. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and goal. Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That catch, I believe, will put him right at 200 yards for the game. Indeed, it does. 200 yards. He's been incredible.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Back to throw. Vincent. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in position.
Bacon, you lost.
Here as we get your reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away. And
why you got to be a smart ass? I'm just talking to you normally. I'm losing. I'm losing.
Down. Here's Burrow.
No, you didn't. I didn't. I just said Bacon, you lost. I'm losing.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Looking to throw. Vincent.
Man, come on, man. All this fucking bullshit. Ah. I know, but it's bullshit because, man, fuck this game. I'm done.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should.
That was bullshit.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.
What's this game, boy? I swear.
Head to the locker room.
Oh. Wow. Wow. Wow.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Bro, stop it. Stop it, Trey. Trey, stop it. Trey, stop it, man. Oh, why you gotta be that way? If he went to Ohio State, then he transferred to the LSU, nigga.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Punt it. Call the timeout and punt it. I got a dead game.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
I don't want you to know because you ain't going to let me get the ball.
Here in the final stages. The Bengals bring
I ain't going to start to pull no plug. I ain't you. Come on, pull the plug. Nigga, I don't pull no plug.
And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to.
Why you ain't let me catch the ball, man?
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second,
oh my gosh,
telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine, and that turned out to be.
No, I'm trying to look at something really quick. I'm seeing how many I need. Madden just fucking hate. Madden is a hating ass game. Big time. Mm-hmm. Check it out of bounds.
Look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
St. Brown.
Well, he was 3 for 3 to that point, but he couldn't keep the perfect game going.
Did someone mention it on the bench and jinx it?
Huh?
Him a little bit.
Well, you doubt it had anything
St.
to do
Brown.
with overconfidence, but hey, it's an inexact science. These things do happen.
Ready up. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete.
Ah, you stop me! Oh! Oh! I think I got it though. I think I got it. I think he got it by like 2 yards, maybe.
They can do so with their heads held high. What a performance!
150.
Offense too. I mean, really, Charles.
Yeah, 111.
Domination on both sides of the
I
football.
think I got it.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other.
Let me see. I'm about to find out. And I was able to do this week. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Yep. Woo, thank you. Yep, by 9 yards. Shit, Marvin Harrison had 200. Yeah, he was balling out. Who, me? You ain't saying shit the whole game. Now you want to come in and tone in. I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you. Huh? Shit, what is the speed? Let me see. He ain't fast. Hold on, Jaden. Hold on a second, baby. His speed is, nah, it's only 91. 91 speed, 89 acceleration. Now, Jameson Williams is 99 speed. Yeah. Yeah, he sprinting. Yeah. Yeah, he was sprinting. But my receiving core is dope. They young. I need another receiver though. Shit, I didn't realize that. I don't know roster. I got on my roster. Oh, I got 53. I need to get rid of somebody. Get rid of this damn quarterback and give me a receiver. Huh? Huh? Oh, let me call your mom. Your mom called me. I gotta see what. What's up, Jada? All these interceptions is killing me. Yeah, I know. We're trying to do too much of my quarterback. Let's see how much money I got to negotiate with these niggas. I got a whole lot of niggas to re-sign, and I ain't gonna be able to sign all these niggas. What the fuck? Like my top players. Aiden Hutchinson's on the block if anybody want him. Wolby? Wolby? You want Aiden? What you got? That nigga was balling out last year. He ain't... Oh no, it's too late. I just re-signed him now. You don't. That's you. You don't know what you're doing. You shut up talking to me, nigga. When did they update it today? Because I've been playing it. I played it.